Hi viewers, welcome to YouTube channel Kang Nepal Study Support. Today's topics are colloidal state of matter, distinction between the characteristics of true solution, colloidal solution, and suspension, dispersed phase and dispersion medium of colloidal system, and classification of colloidal system based on the physical states of dispersed phase and dispersion medium. So, without wasting any time, let's begin the class. What is colloidal state of matter? A colloidal state of matter is a state, in which the size of the particles of that matter is in the range of 10 angstrom to 1000 angstrom or 1 nanometer to 100 nanometer. In this particle size, the particles can pass through filter paper but not through animal membrane and vegetable membrane. So, a colloidal state of matter is a state of that matter in which the particle size of the matter is in the range of 10 angstrom to 1000 angstrom, or you may say it in terms of nanometer as 1 nanometer to 100 nanometer. In this particle size, the particle can pass through filter paper, but they cannot pass through the animal membrane or vegetable membrane. Let me explain you in Manipuri also. Aduna matter amana colloidal state ta leire haina aikoina karamba matamda haigani haiba taragadi matter to gi particle size 10 angstrom dagina 1000 angstrom natraga nanometer da haragana 1 nanometer to 100 nanometer pop manungda particle size oidana leiraba adu oitaragadi hariba matter do aikoina colloidal state ta leire haragani hariba particle size da particle singduna filter paper di irai laina pass tawo ngami but animal membrane amsung vegetable membrane di akoina pass tawduna satpa ngamde yare ko. What are the distinction between the characteristics of true solution, colloidal solution, and suspension? Let us discuss this distinction between the characteristics of true solution, colloidal solution, and suspension by picking their properties one by one. The first point is about the appearance. True solutions are clear and transparent, but colloidal solutions are translucent, and in case of suspension, they are opaque. The second property is about the particle size. In true solutions, the particles are in the size of less than 1 nanometer. That is, their particle size is less than 1 nanometer or less than 10 angstrom. But in case of colloidal solutions, the dispersed phase present in the colloidal solution is in the range of particle size 1 nanometer to 100 nanometer or 10 angstrom to 1000 angstrom. Clear? What about in case of suspension? In case of suspension, the particle size is more than 100 nanometer or 1000 angstrom. The third point is about the visibility. As the particle size in case of true solution is less than 1 nanometer, these particles are invisible to the naked eye. But what about in case of colloidal solution? In case of colloidal solution, scattering of light by the particles present in that colloidal solutions is observed under ultramicroscope as their particle size is in between 1 nanometer to 100 nanometer. Clear? What about in case of suspension? In case of suspension, as the particle size is more than 100 nanometer, the particles are visible to the naked eye or under a microscope. The fourth point is about the filterability. In case of true solution, they can pass through ordinary filter paper as well as animal membrane as their particle size is less than 1 nanometer. Very small. But in case of colloidal solution, these particles can pass through ordinary filter paper but not animal membrane as their particle size lies between 1 nanometer to 100 nanometer. But in case of suspension, as their particle size is more than 100 nanometer, they do not pass through filtered paper and animal membrane. Okay, clear? The fifth point is about the settling. In case of true solution, they do not settle. In case of colloidal solution also, they do not settle. Okay, because their particle size is small. But in case of suspension, they settle on standing. The sixth point is about the diffusion. True solutions do not diffuse quickly, but colloidal solutions diffuse slowly. What about in case of suspension? In case of suspension, they do not diffuse. Okay, clear? Now let us discuss the colloidal system properly. To know colloidal system thoroughly, we have to digest two terms, dispersed phase and dispersion medium. Okay, clear? What are dispersed phase and dispersion medium? Dispersed phase means the substance distributed in the dispersion medium in the form of colloidal particles in the particle size of 10 angstrom to 1000 angstrom. Okay. And the dispersion medium means the medium in which the substance is dispersed in the form of colloidal particles. So, in a colloidal system or in a colloidal solution, there are two particles, there are two substances, they are dispersed phase and dispersion medium. Dispersed phase is that substance which is distributed in the dispersion medium in the form of colloidal particles at a particle size of 10 angstrom to 1000 angstrom. Okay, clear? And the dispersion medium means the medium in which the dispersed phase particles are distributed in the form of colloidal particles. Clear? So, let us discuss by taking an example so that we can understand clearly. If we have a colloidal solution of stars in water, stars distributed in water is a colloidal system, colloidal solution. Okay. In this colloidal system, stars is the dispersed phase and water is the dispersion medium, because stars particles are distributed or are dispersed in water medium. Okay, clear? A colloidal system is a heterogeneous solution because dispersed phase and dispersion medium do not mix uniformly. But in case of true solution is a homogeneous solution because in true solution, solute and solvent are mixed uniformly. Classification of colloidal system based on the physical states of dispersed phase and dispersion medium. Depending upon whether the dispersed phase and the dispersion medium are solids, liquids, and gases, 8 types of colloidal systems are possible. They are solid sol, solid aerosol, gel, emulsion, liquid aerosol, solid form, and foam. Okay, let us discuss these 8 types of colloidal system one by one. Okay, the first type of colloidal system is solid sol. In this colloidal system, both the dispersed phase and dispersion medium are in solid state. One example of solid sol is colored gases. Okay. Second type of colloidal system is sol. In this type of colloidal system, the dispersed phase is solid state and the dispersion medium is in liquid state. That means the solid dispersed phase particles are distributed or dispersed in liquid dispersion medium. Okay. Examples of sols are pens and muddy water. Okay. The third type of colloidal system is aerosol. This type of aerosol is solid aerosol. Aerosols are of two types, solid aerosol and liquid aerosol. Liquid aerosol is also simply known as aerosol. Now, in this case, this is solid aerosol. The third type is solid aerosol. Okay. In solid aerosol colloidal system, solid dispersed phase particles are dispersed in gas dispersion medium. Okay. Example of solid aerosol is smoke and dust. The fourth type of colloidal system is gel. In gel, the dispersed phase is in liquid state and the dispersion medium is in the solid state. Example of gel is cis and gel-is. Okay, clear? The fifth type of colloidal system is emulsion. In emulsion, dispersed phase and dispersion medium are both in the liquid state. Okay, but they do not form homogeneous solution after mixing. In milk, the liquid fat globules are dispersed in water. Here, the liquid fat globules acts as dispersed phase and the liquid water is dispersion medium. Okay, clear? The sixth type of colloidal system is liquid aerosol. In liquid aerosol, the dispersed phase is in liquid state and dispersion medium is in gaseous phase. Okay, clear? Example of liquid aerosol is fog and mist. The seventh type of colloidal system is solid form. In solid form, the dispersed phase is in gaseous state and the dispersion medium is in solid state. Okay. Example of solid form is pumice stone and foam. The last eighth type of colloidal system is foam. In this colloidal system, the dispersed phase is in gaseous state and the dispersion medium is in liquid. Froth and white creams are example of foam. We must know that a gas mixed with another gas forms a homogeneous mixture. So, a gas mixed with another gas is not a colloidal system, it is a true solution.